All right, we're going to begin actually with that highly anticipated testimony in the criminal hush money trial of Donald Trump, the former president. He was sitting just feet away from the first witness to testify yesterday, someone who had been very close to him in the tabloid media world. That's former National Enquirer boss David Pecker, who will be back on the stand to back up prosecutors' claims that he worked with Trump to hide information before the 2016 election and therefore influence it. Trump has pleaded not guilty to the 34 charges against him. Robert Costa, still at the courthouse, still covering it all for us. Bob, you're going to know that corner well. Good morning.
I do. Good morning, Tony. Inside the court yesterday, it was historic and tense, with former President Trump looking on, mostly muted, as opening statements were made and the first witness was called. Outside the court, Trump was lashing out.
Leaving the courtroom on Monday, former President Donald Trump summarized his defense.
It's a case as to bookkeeping, which is a very minor thing.
Prosecutors argued in their opening statement this case is about a criminal conspiracy and a cover-up involving steps taken by Trump to conceal what they say was election fraud. The prosecution pointed to a 2015 meeting among Trump, his former lawyer Michael Cohen, and then National Enquirer publisher David Pecker at Trump Tower, where they allegedly worked out a plan to conceal negative information regarding Trump's alleged sexual encounter with former adult film star Stormy Daniels, all of which Trump denies. Cohen then paid Daniels $130,000 to suppress her story 1 month before the 2016 presidential election. Trump later reimbursed Cohen, citing the payment as legal fees. Prosecutors Monday called it a payoff.
This is the case, so we did nothing wrong.
David Pecker was called as the prosecution's first witness and in very brief testimony acknowledged the National Enquirer used checkbook journalism to pay for stories, but wasn't asked about the 2015 meeting yet. He'll be back on the stand today. The defense insists Trump didn't commit any crimes and argued there's nothing wrong with trying to influence an election. It's called democracy. Meanwhile, the former president swung the spotlight on President Biden, falsely claiming that Democrats in Washington orchestrated his indictment to keep him off the campaign trail.
I'm here instead of being able to be in Pennsylvania and Georgia and lots of other places campaigning.
The first order of business today, a high-stakes hearing about the gag order in this case and whether Trump will be held in contempt of court for a blizzard of social media posts about this case. And then later in the day, witness testimony will continue. Gayle.
All right, we'll be watching. Thank you, Bob.